What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Kiss Kollector. We're going to check out the 8-inch and 12-inch Dynasty figures just released by Figures Toy Company. Right here, we have the 8-inch figures. These are retro figures, and I'm going to get into that a little later into the episode. Right here, let's take a look at Ace. Take a nice look at him. Right there. The back is a pretty cool Dynasty picture from that era. I wish you could see Peter a little better, but hey, it is what it is. These were just released, and the 8-inch figures go for roughly a little over $119. They have the shell packaging that you can take these figures out and put them back in again if you want to check them out. I think that's a really cool design. The figures' head sculpts are, from what I could see, the same as the last series, Series 7. These are Series 8, that were destroyers, all but Jean. These come with the capes and more of the Vegas-y costumes, you know, but these are the first ones that we've gotten that are actually officially released that are larger scale figure size. Okay, that was Ace. Let's take a look at Paul. They all have the same back. Take a look at Jean. As I say, Jean's face sculpt was the only one that appears to me that is different to match up the Dynasty cover. Let's take a look at Peter. Now, the one thing with this shell casing is it really makes it hard to obviously display Peter, because as you can see with the others, you get a good look at the costume, you get a really good look at what's going on. Peter looks really just mushed in there. I tried a couple of different times to maneuver it around. The bigger one, the 12-inch one, which we'll look at, you can get a little more positioning in there. I'm going to try my best with these, but we'll see what happens. I do like these a lot, I must say. I do like the retro figures. The 8-inch ones, there is some articulation with them. You get your standard articulation. The head does turn. The arms bend at the elbow. They also bend at the shoulder. They come up. The legs and the go up and down at the hip, at the leg there, and also the knees bend at the knee. The one thing with these that is a little odd, I don't know what it was done for, maybe cost or what have you. You may need a stand in order to make these stand, because these boots, as opposed to all the other series that were plastic, are rubber. I'm sure if you have a secure spot, you could have them stand. It won't be a problem. These here, they're rubber, so you could squeeze them in. I did check them out. That could be an issue, but as I said in a previous episode, you could go online and you can pick up stands off of eBay. I got these from Red Team. You can get a whole stack of them, 10 of them, for about 26 bucks. They do go up and down, very easy to assemble. Pops right out, pops right in. Comes with a boxes about yay big. See if I can pull one out. I think I got one right here. I do actually. Take a look. Again, these are from Red Team. Smaller box. They come 1, 2, 3. Definitely something you might want to check out for your figures. These are for the bigger style. You can get smaller ones. There's a ton of them out there. These I would recommend. They're great. You can customize with Kiss logo or whatever you want to do. But these figures right here, me myself are very happy with them. I do like the packaging. I do like the way that they set it up. I do like the back pictures on them. You know, I'll go like this so you can see a front and back. I do like the Dynasty. I knew they would go with the album cover picture. That was, you know, very cool to do. And I do like the fact that they changed the head sculpt for Gene. He does look excellent. The costumes, I thought they did a really good job for a retro figure. You know, these aren't customs. We're going to look at some customs, and we're going to go over that in this episode as well, so stay tuned for that. They were supposed to be released a while ago. They put out a press release, they being Figures Toy Company, and it took a little bit, but when this was announced and ordered, I must say I got these real quick. I noticed people on the internet getting them real fast. I believe Figures Toy Company is based out of Florida, so it was no time getting here to Long Island, New York. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the bigger scale 12-inch version. So let's look at those. Alright everybody, here we are with the 12-inch versions. We've got Ace, Paul, Gene, and Peter. As I said, as with the 8-inch, it's the same backs. And these are Series 8 Dynasties. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at Paul. Definitely love the face sculpt. Captures Paul. I like how he has that little look, how his eyebrow has that little piece going up, and how it has the cheekbone. I'll bring it in a little closer so you get a nice close look at it. Really cool. Thought they did a great job with the sculpt. I believe these sculpts were done by the Pharaoh. You can look him up on the internet. I'm not sure if he's still making custom figures, but the guy does amazing sculpts. He's done stuff, I believe, for Mecca, and he did a few Planet of the Apes sculpts, and he's done a few online where I've seen a few Kiss ones that just look out of hand. He's done King Diamond, looks amazing. I think any company out there is going to look to do sculpt should really look into using him. And I also believe he plays in a band. You might want to check out his band too. Definitely check out the Pharaoh. Okay, that was Paul. Yeah. Let's look at Ace. Got a close-up look at Ace as well. Ace is really cool because when you take off the costume, you take off his chest plate and the cape there on the back, like on his costume in 79, it says Ace on the back, which is really cool that they, you know, I mean, that's, people talk about detail. That was a cool detail right there. Okay, let's look at the Demon. Love this one. He looks great. I think he looks great. Let's look at Gene. Captured his look for the album. Definitely really cool. Enjoy that, how he looks on that. Okay. And as I was saying with the Peter and the 8-inch, he was kind of crammed in there. This one, you could kind of open up his outfit and get a better look at him. Go up. Come in on Peter. Now, I do want to bring something up that is always, could be a bummer. When I open this up, part of the lion, his head, and the piece of the green costume was detached. The from shipping or the way it was made in China, or what have you. but it really wasn't the be all end all to me. I'm pretty handy. Things do happen. Completely fixed it with some Gorilla Glue, which I recommend if you're going to be a collector and you're going to order things and you're handy. Gorilla Glue is a great glue to use. Just be very careful with it. Have a nice little workstation. Think about what you want to do before you do it, because once it adheres, you're stuck. Okay, but wasn't a problem. He went right back together right away. I still enjoy it. It wasn't an issue. I'm not one of those people that make a big stink about things. If it came and it was completely broken and everything was shattered and this and that, of course, like anybody else, you should send an email and you should try to get either a refund, or in my case, I would want to get a replacement. It wasn't that big of an issue, but it does happen. So that is part of collecting. Not everything is going to be perfect all the time. These, as with the other ones, the articulation, something I forgot to mention with the 8-inch, they do bend at the wrist as well. They bend at the arm, they bend at the elbow, they bend over here, they bend by the knee, the head turns. It's the same setup and the same thing. The boots are rubber. You can squeeze them and what have you. Go with the stands if you're going to display them that way. You won't be disappointed. That Red Team is a great company. I do like the color that was used for the costumes. For that era, it was very vibrant. It was very potent. The colors, they stood out. I do like what they went ahead and they did. It's a really great job for a retro figure. That's key. Retro figures, everybody. These are the 12-inch ones. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at some custom Dynasty figures that I have. I have one of Peter and one of Gene. And we're going to compare them. And we're going to set them up here. And we're going to talk about a little bit about what's been talked about on the internet, why there's been some complaints about how they look and these style of figures, and people saying there should be more detail put in. Well, we're going to talk about a little bit of the difference, and I'm also going to show you the difference so you can see for yourself. And if you've been on the fence, you can see what you want to order, the way you want to go. Maybe you want to go with both like I do. It's completely up to you. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at those. So let's do that. Welcome back, everybody. And what we have here is two custom Dynasty figures, a Peter and a Gene, made by Pete Kelly. And what we have here is the brand new Series 8 released by Figures Toy Company. I'm going to also show you guys, as I mentioned earlier, how easy it is to take these figures out of the clamshell and put them back. It's very easy. You have the tie up here. I've seen people been snapping the tie off. It has the Kiss logo. You really don't want to do that. All you got to do is pop open the sides like this. A little flip open, and then the figure comes right out of the tray. Excuse me, the tray comes right out. You lift down a little bit, and then as you get to the boot, you lift up, and voila, he's out. Snap it back close if you like. There are 3 ties holding the neck and the 2 legs. Quick twist off. I know this is sacrilegious to some people, but hey, I'm doing this to show you guys the difference. And I like to look at my stuff. It's just the way I am, to each his own. Pop these out. Go one by the neck. And voila. This out. Back in. You can easily put it right back together, not a problem. And the demon is free. And I also have over here another stand. I think he's going to have to be rose a little bit. Go like this. And put him right on the stand. And there we go. Now, you know, we do a Kiss Meets the Phantom thing here. Have them battle each other. Okay, not going to do that. Okay, now, there's been some debate on the internet about the way the figures Toy Company figures look, and people getting on Gene and Paul and so on and so forth. You can check the pages out and you can read it for yourself. Okay, first off, I'd like to say that if you're not aware of what Kiss does, they license out. If you don't know what licensing is, that basically means they get a fee and they get paid, and they also, you know, they do have to approve it. I'll give you that. And the product goes out. But it's a licensing fee. And not for nothing, for the price you're getting these for and what they're supposed to be, they are retro figures that are supposed to be based on what was made by Mego. If you don't know who Mego is, they were a company in the 70s who made superhero figures, and they made Captain and Tennille, and they did a few others, but they did Kiss in the 70s, which we all know about. And if you don't, it's something you can look in a past episode. I have an episode about the Migos. You can check them out as well. But we're talking about these Dynasty figures, and then we're going to talk about the custom ones. Now, these figures for the 12-inch came to, I believe it was $239, $240, and there was no shipping. And as I said, they got here really, really quick. They're manufactured, they're packaged, they're sent to you. That's the way they deal with the business, just as if you ordered something from another company where things were made. These that were made by P. Kelly were close to 200 each, and as you can see, there's only 2 of them here. So of course a custom figure is going to be more money, and on top of that, there's a long turnaround in time if you have patience for it, and that's what you want to deal with. I know there's been some stuff about his creations that people say it takes too long and what have you, but if you want something to look as detailed and on point as these do, things take time, as if anything, you know. I mean, if you want to pay less and get something quicker and it breaks and falls apart, well, then it is what it is. Or if it's not as much detail and they don't have the certain movements as something custom, well, be prepared to spend more. That's just the way that it's going to be. These figures, if you look at this Peter, as I spoke about, the arms go up, the arms bend, the wrist has movement, goes up and down, his leg goes up, leg bends. It's a little rough right now because of the boot. Actually, that's a little restricted, but nonetheless, you're not really doing karate kicks with him. And then, as I said, with these boots, squishy. They're not hard. Okay? I believe for as much detail that there had to be, I mean, we could turn them around. They did a lot of stuff. There's the stuff on the back. The whole piece here opens up. I don't want to start taking that whole thing apart, but as you can see there, he has his chest piece there, and he has the armbands. I think they did a really great job. He has the crosses around. He has the different color in the hair. He has the silver streaks. You know, as I said, and you know, I glued this one right here. It's in there really good. Everything is right on there. And okay, so let's take a look at Gene. Now Gene, I like his look as well. Demon. You know, his back has a silver look to it, which is really cool. I like that. And here's the difference. When we look at custom Gene, it's a black. Now that may be a little more accurate, but I do like the silver. This Gene doesn't have, you know, colored horns, where this one has the colored horns that are coming out. Same thing with his feet, as you can see down here. It's the same color. These are a little more accurate. There's a little more detail in here with the black within meshed with the silver, and also the horns, spikes coming out, as opposed to all the on his cod piece here. These custom ones also have a lot more articulation. You know, the big one being the fingers. You can bend these fingers however you like. You know, you want to make a fist. You got a fist. You want Gene to give you the horns. Well, you get the horns. They come up, they move. These are different bodies that are made. If it's something, oh, over here too, there's a little different design on the leg. It's got more detail. Okay, the same goes with the Peter. You can move him around. This Peter, the thing I like about it too, besides having the sparkle on the lines, he has the number 3, which is Peter's favorite number, and then there's also the Shamrock tattoo Pete did there on Peter, and he has his tattoo on his arm, and he has the, you know, the freckles that he has on him. And Pete's work is all done by hand. All of these are placed on individually, so that's why it does take time. To me, you pay for what you want. It's completely up to you. I don't think, personally, it's my opinion, I don't think people should sit there and blame Gene and Paul. If you don't like them, don't buy them. If you like them, buy them. It's real simple to me. To me, I love Kiss. I, in particular, love collecting the action figures. Something cool. I think they're nice showpieces. I mean, they look really great in the packaging. I mean, you can either have them out or you can have them in the package, however you want to hang them. I personally leave them in the package. I hang them up. I have them displayed around. That's been a little bit of a complaint with the Figures Toy Company. The packaging was too big. Well, they went with the 12-inch figures. They went ahead, they changed that. They went to a smaller packaging. So, you know, they do listen to people. I hope they do a Creatures. I hope now that Vinny's been really cool with them, I hope that they go ahead and they will do a Creatures set with Vinny and Eric. That would be sweet. And or maybe do variants, do a Eric variant for when they did the Unmasked tour for this set right here, and even an Elder set would be different. Something you know, to have different outfits and a different look to them. You know, that would be great. So listen, once again, I know there's been some debate. There's the customs to the retros. It's not the be all end all. I personally recommend them. If you like, you can contact me. I can give you some more info on it, but I think I really laid it out there for you guys. You know, a set of the new Figures Toy Company set is $240. The 8-inch is about $120. These about $200 each. That's roughly, you know, between $150 and $200. That's what it's going to take, and they take longer to come, and you got to have patience. You can contact Pete. There's a couple other custom figure makers out there. One is, I think, Giuseppe's Custom Figures. I think that's what it's called. If you contact me, I'll let you know about that as well. He does great stuff too. That's your prerogative. You can order what you like. Me, I like it all. You know, luckily I'm able to do it, and I can afford to get them. And I wouldn't deter anybody from ordering this set right here from Figures Toy Company. I enjoy them. I think they did a great job with them for a retro figure. And I also would not deter anybody from getting the customs. You could do some really cool stuff. In a prior episode I showed you what you could do. You could build a background for a stage. You can get custom drums, custom guitars and basses. I have a bass for Gene for this era. I have to get another one. I would like to get one without the blood on it. But I hope that gives you some insight to the difference, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And thank you very much for checking out this episode and past episodes. Remember to subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas or there's anything you'd like to see in upcoming episodes, feel free to let me know. Send me pictures of your collections. Send me video, whatever you want. If you'd like to discuss your collection, we could do that as well. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it.